Hi guys, today we're going to take a look at the command line interface in the Clavister cOS core operating system. In GNS3 we have a simple topology with the virtual security gateway on one side connected to a Linux PC. Now the topology is up and running and we're going to look at the three options for accessing the command line. The first one is directly through the console. The second option is to use PuTTY, which is built into GNS3, and to do that you right click and click on console. The third option is to use Secure Shell, which is built into the Linux operating system. You do that by typing SSH, username, at the IP address. And you type in the password. Of the three methods, I'm going to use PuTTY. So now we're going to look at a few commands, but before we do that, we have to talk about the tab key. Pressing tab gives you all the options that you can use. So if you press tab, you see all the available commands. Now you can choose one of them. And if you type it halfway and press tab, it completes the command for you. Pressing the up arrow key brings you the last command that you used. Now I'm going to talk about a few commands that I use very often. The first one is if stat. That shows you all the interfaces and the IP addresses. Now you can type a specific interface to show you more information about that interface. So you can see the IP address, the MAC address, how many packets have been received and how many packets have been sent. Another common command is the show command. So I'm just going to press show and press tab. And I want to look at the interfaces that I have. So I'm going to do show interface Ethernet. And here's a list of the Ethernet interfaces that I have. So if I do show interface Ethernet if 1, I get more information about the first interface, the IP address, and a few parameters that have been configured. Also, we're going to take a look at the IP rules. As you can see, there are no IP rules configured, so we're going to add an IP rule by using the add command. And when you use PuTTY, the delete key wouldn't work unless you press shift. So you press add IP rule and it gives you an error, but it shows you all the properties that you have to add. So I'm going to say add IP rule action, allow, source interface, any, destination interface, any, source network, all nets, destination network, all nets, service, all services, name, worst rule. Now the IP rule has been added. So if we press up and press show IP rule, you have the IP rule, which allows any packet from any interface from all networks to any interface to all networks and all services. And this is the worst IP rule you can ever use, because it just makes the security gateway wide open for any kind of traffic. But a lot of times I will start up with this rule and configure my topology to make sure everything's working. And once you see that the topology is working and you can ping from all the devices, then you can take away this rule and start to build up more specific IP rules. So to take away this IP rule, you can type delete IP rule, and we press tab to see. Yeah, and it says IP rule 1 was rule. Yeah, and if you press enter, then it's deleted. So if you do show IP rule, you can see that the IP rule is still configured, but here it's a minus, but above there was a plus. So it shows that the IP rule is deleted, but the changes haven't taken effect. So to make the changes take effect, you have to type activate and wait for a while. And the changes are now activated. So if you do show IP rule, well, it's still there, but to make the changes take effect, you have to take commit. You have to type commit. So you type commit and then show IP rule. Now there are no IP rules anymore. And another command is the ls command, which shows you a list of the files that you have. Yeah, and you can type ls and then the name of a folder, script. Yeah, and there are no files in that directory, so that's why it didn't return anything.